Cool. Yeah, I get to get on with making this video.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. You have a good one. Well, howdy folks, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I got something special for you. I have been in contact with a company called Wildgrain. Okay, now Wildgrain is a company that makes breads, pastas, and pastries. You know, for years I've been looking for a good fit for Texas Cooking Today. Companies that I would find as reputable, as companies that would provide good products that have a good reputation. So I've been very picky about choosing this out, and there's one other company I'm looking at, has nothing to do with food, has to do with equipment. But I wanted to tell you about these folks. Now, am I sponsored by them? No, not really. I've entered an affiliate program with them, and that is where if you click their link down in my description box and you end up trying their product, well, I make a commission on it. But that's it, folks. They're not paying me to do this video. I just thought I would be nice to do a really cool video for them and show you exactly what it is that I'm pointing to down into my description box when I say, check out my Wildgrain link, all right? So I want you to take a look at that in a little bit, but first let's look at this. Oh yeah. Now also, if you would, if you are not presently subscribed to Texas Cooking Today, please do so. And that way you will get notifications of when things like this come out. And what I have decided to do today is I have my other camera right behind me here, as you can see, set up. And that way we get a bird's eye view of everything I'm doing here. Now, the first thing I want to do is remove my label, which has my information on it that I don't necessarily want dancing all over the internet, if you know what I mean. There we go. Put that out of my way. Toss those down there out of the way. So here we have it, a Wildgrain box ready to go. Let's go ahead and open that tape. Now here's the thing. This company provides like specialty breads. The kind of stuff that you get in really top-end bakeries. We're not talking about the kind of things that you can pick up easily at the grocery store. That's not what's in here. What's in here are, like I said, specialty breads. In other words, imagine sourdough that takes more than 1 day to ferment. All right, so there's a lot of time that goes into it. These products are produced by bakeries around the nation, so they contract with smaller companies. So they are doing a good deed in helping our country as far as employment and spreading the business around. Also, every time that you end up ordering from this company, kids are getting food, all right? So they have a program where they provide meals. I think it's like 6 meals for every box that you order. Anyway, these are some packages that had some dry ice or something in them, I'm not sure. Yeah, dry ice. Now, down inside it looks like a couple of big blocks of what could be dry ice. Now, I'm going to say this. When it comes to dry ice, be really careful in how you handle it. Don't just grab it with your hands because you can get frostbite very quickly. All right, so get something to handle that stuff with. I'm just using a towel. You can use gloves also. And let's describe the boxing, the packaging here. You know, and that's one of the things I wanted to show y'all was the way the packaging is done, how carefully it is done. That is really important when you're looking at buying food and having it shipped to you. You want the best condition. So what we have here looks like an insulated cardboard. It looks like it's the same material, Willamette paper, but it has just been expanded, and that's really similar to what they do in some household insulations. Now down inside of here I see all kinds of goodies. Right on top is a little card that says thanks for being a Wildgrain member, and tells you a little bit about them. Hi, Joanna here, head baker and co-founder at Wildgrain. Thank you for choosing Wildgrain and supporting small bakers and pasta makers. Your membership helps keep the tradition of artisanal and nutritional food alive. If your box arrived without dry ice, that's okay. You can put it in the freezer at any time. That feels cold to the touch. Okay, and it does. Everything in here is like frozen. Okay, it's cold. Let's see. Discard any item containing eggs or dairy that feels warm and contact us so we can make it right. I hope you enjoy your first box. We're here for you if you have any questions. Now that is way cool right there, all right? Oh, now first thing that comes out, the box isn't too pretty, but I'll tell you what, I know that these things change when they're in the oven, so that's some crescent rolls right there. All right, now I'm gonna turn the box a little. We're just gonna pull it out and lay it here on this cutting board. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. All right, that looks like cookies. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it all out. Some pasta. Oh yeah, more pasta. All right. Oh yeah, bread. Beautiful, beautiful loaves of bread. All right, now that's it. That was what was in my box. And on the side of the box, it looks like, let me make sure here. Yeah, looks like I've got a packing slip in here. And this tells everything that I have. So what I have here, what's been delivered to me, is a sourdough bread, a sourdough harvest bread, fresh tonarelli, fresh fettuccine, slow fermented 3-seed bread, a 4-pack of croissants, giant chocolate chunk cookies. Oh, and your first box thank you card, which we got over here. That sounds great. There's a slow fermented 3-seed, and that's what is here. I recognize that. Slow fermented 3-seed bread right there. This is our sourdough loaf right here. Right here I have a sourdough harvest loaf. Now folks, listen to this. Sourdough starter, whole wheat and wheat flour, water, pecans, cranberries, apricots, figs, candied ginger, and sea salt. Oh wow, now that sounds delicious. All right, everybody knows what these are. They're croissants, all right? Or crescent rolls, as some people like to call them. These are fantastic. Now here we have cookies, and that looks like there's 2 cookies per stack. No, there's a total of 6 cookies here. These are the kind of cookies that kind of spread out and get big on you. And oh, when I was looking at the ingredients that these things have, the ingredients that come in this isn't what you would normally see in cookies, where you see high fructose corn syrup, all of that stuff. It's not here. What they've got going on here is chocolate flour, butter, brown sugar, eggs, vanilla extract, baking soda, baking powder, and sea salt. That's the same stuff I have in my chocolate chip cookie recipe. That's a winner. All right, so boom, got that. Okay, now tonarelli is a pasta that's really thin like spaghetti, but it's also flat too. So there it is. It'll work the same way spaghetti does, all right? And back here, fettuccine. Oh, I know just what I'm gonna do with this. I have a recipe that we're gonna do that's going to be chicken, fettuccine, Alfredo with broccoli. Oh yeah. So we've got that going on. And I have come up with recipes for all of this. So we're gonna be doing multiple recipes with the sourdough and with this harvest loaf and with the 3-seed loaf. Really good stuff. Now folks, take a look at their website. It's really, really cool. Now for the first people that sign up, and that's the first 50 people, I think there is $10 off a box. I might be wrong. I'll double check that before the end of the video. But anyway, you're gonna get a discount. Also, I'm gonna make my commission. If you would, please use that if it looks like something you can use. Now think about this. You get home, you want a quick, easy weeknight meal. You don't want to get beat up with all the extra work, all right? That's what's nice about this. Pull it out of the freezer, put it in the oven, and you've got some fantastic results to go with your meal. Or in this case, up here, boiling water. Good stuff. All right, so let's take a look at the extras that come with this, as far as, you know, what happens when you order. All right, come and take a close look at these things. Okay, now I did take a look at their offer, and I made sure that I was correct on that. So for the first 50 people that sign up for this offer, for this box, you get $10 off of the box. They've got free shipping on it, folks. And get this, you're going to get free croissants for life. So you get these little gemstones put in your box every single time for the rest of your subscription. Now this is a subscription model, but you get to choose when you get delivery. You don't have to get it weekly or monthly. If you want it bi-monthly, that's fine. Work it out with them. They've got lots of options already on the website, and if you need a different schedule than what they're offering, give them a call and they will work it out with you, folks. And so it's a really simple thing, and it's at wildgrain.com. You're gonna find a really good deal. So we're going to be cooking up this sourdough right here. I want to slice it open and get to look inside of it. What you need to know about these, even though they look like they're fully cooked, they're not. These are all par cooked on these breads. All of them need substantial time in the oven. Okay, so you're looking at around 18 to 20 minutes in the oven on these to get them where they need to be to finish a cooking, plus they need a resting time. All right, now, great stuff. When you're talking about slow fermented, oh man, it increases the beautiful aroma and the flavors just go crazy. All right, so definitely a must try for you. Even if you only try it once, folks, give it a try. And remember, there's only 50 of those offers for the $10 off plus free croissants. So don't waste any time. Just grab it real quick. Give it a try. I think you're going to love it. Now, I think what's neat about this, if you're out in the sticks, if you don't live near a bakery that's a specialty bakery, which are usually in larger cities, if you're kind of out and about, having the ability to get stuff like this is an absolute winner. All right, so be able to pull out fresh homemade pasta. This is the real thing, folks. And just put it in the water, cook it up, and suddenly you've got the same thing as what I produce when I'm showing you how to home make your own fettuccine. Much easier though. Again, easy weeknight stuff. Makes life super, super easy. Now, we'll get on with heating this one up. Let me take a look at our directions here. Baking direction, preheat oven to 450. Place frozen loaf in the middle rack without a baking sheet and bake for 18 to 24 minutes until the crust is dark golden brown. Oh man, I can't wait. All right, I'll set that oven. Okay, it looks like I've got another 2 minutes of preheat time on my oven. Make sure you have that rack in the center, all right, center oven, and I'm probably gonna have to adjust mine. In fact, I know I'm gonna have to. And that's because earlier today, I did a baked bean recipe. You know, the real thing, salt, pork, molasses, and the works. Oh man, it's good. Check out that recipe, okay? It's one of the new ones that have just been posted, okay? Anyway, got the sourdough about ready to go in here. We'll take a look at that as it goes in the oven, and then we're gonna look at it once it's finished baking and out of the oven. Now, I just took a good sniff. It has that beautiful, perfect characteristics of a really good quality sourdough. You know, something like a San Francisco sourdough, top end stuff. And something I would like to mention, I've lived in Dallas for a long time, and I got accustomed to being able to obtain almost anything, all right? Dallas has a lot of specialty bakeries, okay, and you can get stuff like this. But frankly, you're looking at anywhere from $8 to $12 a loaf, depending on what you're buying and which bakery you're looking at. Common prices for really good quality stuff like this. So, and that's just the way it is, folks. You get really top-end handmade stuff. You pay that little bit extra for it, but it's definitely worth it. So, come on, oven. 30 seconds. All right, oven's preheated. This is ready to go in. That's all it takes. Now, I'm going to set my timer, and I'm going to set that at the shortest time, which was 18 minutes. And that's one of the things I do, you know, I'll check it. If it's not dark enough, then I'll give it extra time. But at least this keeps me from overcooking, all right? And just think of all the wonderful things that you can have with this bread, or for that matter, what you can make the bread from. I've got a whole slew of recipes coming, all right? I've been working out recipes that'll work with these particular items, all right? So you guys got some good food coming towards you. All right. Let's take a look at that loaf. Ooh, just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now I'll say this, no matter how many times you may bake the same loaf of bread, sometimes certain loaves bake a little longer, sometimes they'll bake in a shorter period of time, depending on a lot of factors. Okay, so even if, let's say you have this bread coming to you on a regular basis, and one time it takes you 22 minutes to get it brown, and another time it takes you 18 minutes, that's just the way it works when you're dealing with products like this, folks. So always keep an eye on it, always go with the shorter time, just like I did. And what we got is a perfect brown and hard crust. I love that. We're going to be slicing this in just a minute. Coffee pot is brewing and making some fresh coffee to go with it. And then later on, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be producing videos using these products. This one is going to be making some sandwiches and probably a special French bread recipe. Oh, that'll be good. Okay, let's take a look inside of this loaf. Look at that. Look at that crust just breaking free on it. And that's one of the things I like about a really good sourdough. It's a nice crusty bread, and that's one of the qualities I really look for in a good bread. That's something I just love. Of course, I know I'm not alone in that. All right, let's take a look under the hood here. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that, folks. That's what I'm talking about right there. Good looking, good structure on the inside of the bread. The aroma is just incredible. All right. Wildgrain, wonderful. Wildgrain.com. The aroma, the flavor, that's good stuff. Okay. I can't help but to recommend this. I'm sure the other stuff is going to taste every bit as good, if not better. I wanted to start with the most plain item they had, and it is special. Definitely give this a try. Remember, the first 50 people that use that link down there, they're going to get $10 off your first box, plus you're also going to get free croissants in every box. Wonderful. Those free crescent rolls, you know they're worth it. Also, look down in that description box. You're going to find the link there, and you're also going to find a discount code, and that's Texas Cooking Today. So use that discount code. That helps me to get my commission, essentially. And you'll be helping me out a lot. You're also going to do yourself a favor. Folks, thank you for watching. Try out the bread and get ready, because I've got great recipes coming for this bread.